Welcome back to Trucking and Politics, folks. Um, did you feel that? Did you hear that? If not, get ready because you soon will. The market just changed, and I'm talking about the trucking market. Going to put up a couple of stocks here and show you JB Hunt is one, and let me think. What would another one be? Probably Heartland. I think would be a good one to put up. Having to recall in my brain here because I don't have it in front of me, but I think those are the two. They have been both of these stocks have just had a hammering lately, and they turned and they started increasing. And I started reading about different things, different metrics, and everything. Investors drive the stock market. Okay. In turn, the investors drive the stock market. They in turn drive the trucking market. There's a thing back whenever I used to do stocks. I don't buy and sell stocks anymore, but used to I did. And there's a thing called the Dow Jones theory. It's this big, huge explanation, basically, of what the stock market is, what drives the stock market. It's technical stuff, but one of the things that the Dow Jones says is you can't have a turnaround in the market unless you see a significant change in trucking or you see a significant change in manufacturing, and vice versa is true. So it makes sense. It's just basically common sense, is what it is. Okay, let's say you own a little manufacturing facility out here that you make knitted hats. I don't know, just pick a thing. You can make 10 million knitted hats. You can store your knitted hats in your warehouse and have them, 70 foot tall and a mile across. It's not going to do you any good whatsoever to do this unless you have a trucking company in order to deliver your products to the retail market or to customers, such as online customers nowadays, that you sell your products to. So that's what this Dow Jones theory is. You can't have an uptick without a change in market, whether it's manufacturing or trucking. And trucking just changed. The investors just started throwing a lot of money into the stock market. And, I'll go through these stock charts with you real quick. You can see right here on JB Hunt how it's just been down, 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 down. Nothing really happened. Nothing really changed. And then all of a sudden it got a bump. Well, why? Well, because the market changed. Probably it had a lot to do with the debate. If you watched the Trump Biden debate, Trump come out as a clear winner. I mean, Biden was just all over the place. He he was losing track of where he was at. He was losing train of thought, and investors were watching this. The whole world was watching this, and they knew at that point Biden is finished. I mean, there's no coming back unless the Democrat Party, they put in another candidate. And it's really odd for them to put in another candidate this late in the race. I don't know though, because the debates this year was held earlier than what they normally are. We don't usually see the debates until the fall. We got our first debate right here early summer. Weird. That's odd that we had that, but it's a clear sign showing that Biden is falling out. So investors are putting money into the trucking. They're going to start putting money into manufacturing. The economy is going to start shifting. Everything's going to start coming up from now. Now, with that being said, it doesn't mean it's going to change overnight. Anything could happen. I mean, there's 10 million variables, but anything could happen, especially going to war. You know, everything that's going on right now down with Russia being in Cuba, the Russian warships rather being in Cuba, the unsettling stuff that's going on in Israel and Iran and Hamas and all of this stuff. That's going to play a part into it also. Trump made some very weird claims, in my opinion, that he would stop the war before he even started as president. I don't know how he can do that unless he threatens them with something bigger than what they're dealing with over there. And I don't know. Is he that crazy of a person to threaten that? I don't know. But could be. You know. A lot of things going on. Anyway, I wanted to bring the video to you to tell you that I did see this. I did see that the market is changing. It's upticking. Now, in my personal opinion, this is mine. It's not going by any kind of news or organization or whatever. My personal opinion, the market is really not going to kick in until probably about this time next year. And why do I say that? Well, a lot of investors are reserved. Some of them just throw their money out there willy-nilly and do whatever with it. Some are very, very conservative, reserved investors, and these investors will not put the money in until they see that, you know, their wishes are granted, for a better lack of a better term. They're going to have to see a return on their investment before they put money in. And you know, that's with making backroom deals and all of this stuff. And they're going to have a political person in there to follow through with them. So investors that are pro-Trump are going to wait. I assume, we'll have to wait and see, but I assume Trump is going to win. So his supporters are going to wait until the first of the year, get first quarter earnings out of the way. And then, you know, second quarter has always been decent for trucking. The third quarter has always been just slamming it. I mean, that's when trucking really kicks in, is the third quarter. And their results really show then. So, yeah, it's going to be until about this time next year before we really see it kick in. And interest rates are going to have to go down. Trump will have to do something to block the spread of inflation, which I think it's already coming down. And, yeah, I think we're going to see it. I really do. I'm very hopeful. Now, with that being said, will it ever go back to the way that it was? Don't know about that one. I don't know. This whole world that we live in is evolving. And it is evolving in a way that's not good. So Trump, in my opinion, is not going to fix everything if he gets in 4 years, for sure. This stuff has been going on for 25 or 35 years. You're not just going to go in with your Harry Potter magic wand and wave it around and all of a sudden everything is fixed. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to take years and years of momentum before it will change. And I think it will. I read an article not long ago saying that if we could get Republicans in office, we could get a Republican majority in the House and Congress. That's going to be a stretch. But if we could do it, they said in this article I was reading, we could have decades of Republican rule. And I think that's what it's going to take. I think that's what it's going to take is a majority in the Senate, a majority in the House. Even if we slip up, next term or next term after that and get a Democrat president in, at least you'll have the majority in the House and the Senate if they could hang on to it. And you'll still have this majority, conservative majority. And for people that say, oh, it will never happen, well, we've got a conservative majority in the Supreme Court. Okay, a lot of people said that wouldn't happen, but it is happening, and it's going on right now. And you saw the other day they just flipped this big thing about Chevron and how that is going to impact everything. I don't have enough time right now to explain everything about what Chevron is, but you can do your own research on it. It was passed in, I think, 1984, and it changed everything when it passed. So now it's been reversed. And, we've got two big, huge things, going on right now. We've got a fight for the Senate and the House, the lower party or the lower political level here, the House. And then you've got, the fight for the Senate. I guess it's three things actually, because you've got somewhat of a fight for president. I don't really see that much of a fight myself, because I see Trump just taking off with what's going on, and he's going to really change it. I really feel like that's true. So we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But anyway, just wanted to come give you guys a little update on the market of what I think is happening. The thing that I wish that we could do is for all the truck drivers to start getting on the same page. Maybe with me bringing the information to you about what all these investors are doing and how they're fluctuating the economy through their means of making money. I don't know. Maybe enough of that will happen. The only thing I can say about that I want to stress is when this does come around and it does start changing and start happening again, think about these big corporate companies, the ones that are on Wall Street, the ones that have moved everybody else into the basement because their profits come first, right? Think about that the next time you go to work for a trucking company. If you want to go to work for one of these big behemoth companies, and work your butt off to where they're getting their $1 billion a year salaries, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you're not trying to correct the problem. You're part of the problem. and I've said that before on this channel many times. You go to work for these corporate companies. Look what J.B. Hunt said back in the day. He would make it to where all owner-operators work for J.B. Hunt. He would shut everything down. You will work under our authority. I mean, who says that? An arrogant person is who says that. An overbearing, arrogant person that thinks they are in charge of everything says that. You know. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of these big corporate companies, especially the ones that are on Wall Street. If you want a detailed list of all of them that are on Wall Street, I'll be more than happy to give them to you. I'll put them all down in the description. Heck, I'll do a video and show you how each one of them are on Wall Street. You know the names. Every time I would say the name, you're like, oh yeah, I know that trucking company. You know, the big guys. You know, and I'm not talking about Biden, the big guy. I'm talking about the big trucking companies. Anyway, I'm going to get off here, quit ranting, quit rambling on about nonsense, but the market's turned. The market's coming back around. I can feel it. I can see it in the analytics of the stock market. We've just got to get the inflation under control. We've got to get the president back in office that's going to change America and put it right back on the right course that we need to do. You know, let's save America, and hopefully we can save trucking and politics. My views have been down to nothing here lately. Come on, folks, we need some views here. If you like this kind of video, hit like, hit subscribe, all that stuff. Share the video, comment on the video, do all that stuff. Don't forget to like the video. That's one of the main things right there, is to like the video. So do that if you don't care. Doesn't cost anything. It's not like Biden's economy. It's free. You can like the video. It's free to like it. Hopefully we can get our view count up, and let's look forward to making some really good content videos here coming up when we get the new equipment in. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.